this is our wrist extension, Pails and Reels. Now, Pails and Reels, for anyone who hasn't seen anything else on my feed with to do with Pails and Reels, basically means that we're going to be in the one position for roughly around about 5 minutes. So it is a bit nasty, but it is the guaranteed fastest way to improve your active range literally in one day, in one session, and then you maintain the range by performing the movements throughout the rest of the week and the rest of your life, basically. So, starting with our wrist extension Pails Reels. Now my wrists are quite cold here, so I'm not going to push this stuff at all. I personally would go single arm on this. It's up to yourself. If you feel like both wrists are even in terms of their lack of mobility or their mobility, then you can start with both. I like to go everything individual on single side just because nothing feels even to me. As much as switched on and as tuned in as I am, there is always a favourite and a stronger side. So I like to go single side. So starting with, say for example, the right wrist. Now, what we're going to do is ensure that the palm never ever comes off the floor, okay? We keep full contact, and all we're going to do is rock back until our end range essentially, and then just sit back about anywhere between 5 and 15 degrees past that. So from here, I'm basically just going to camp out in this position, making sure the wrist doesn't come off the floor of the palm, with full diaphragmatic breathing. So inhale, exhale. And with every inhale, exhale, you're visualizing in your head like the tightness around this wrist capsule just melting away. With every inhale, exhale, it gets a little bit easier, a little bit less tight, a little bit less uncomfortable. Okay, so I've now camped out in this for 2 minutes, say. What we're going to do is the Pails part first, which is basically the opposite of what we're trying to achieve. So we're trying to achieve wrist extension, so we're going to go for wrist flexion to sort of bypass the sort of stretch reflex. So what I'll actually physically be doing here is trying to push my hand away out of the stretch, and we'll build this up for 10 seconds, max tension, holding for another 10 seconds. I can't stress the importance of, if you don't work hard enough here, you will not open and get granted any more range. You must work 100%. Bear in mind there's no pain. You can't just chill out a couple of 2 minute stretches, you know, for maybe a week or so before you do Pails and Reels. But if you're starting, you must put the work in, or else you're wasting your time. So I'm going to take 10 seconds to build it up. I'm trying to push my fingers underneath and squeezing the ground. I'm trying to slide that wrist out and underneath. 10, 9, building all the way, and then 10 seconds of maximum fucking tension. Everything you have, you should be shaking. Followed by 30 seconds of trying to go into wrist extension. So again, we're trying to go further in the extension. And what you should feel here is it actually lets you drop further into the stretch. Okay, again, the palm not coming off. 30 seconds, then we just chill out, do nothing for 5 breaths. So full inhale, exhale. Before starting one more round of Pails and Reels. Then after we come out of that, I like to do some sort of passive active rocks. So I'll rock all the way forward into the stretch, and then as I rock my weight back here, I'm going to try to lift, so the palm gets pulled with me. Do not wait too late before you try and pull, or else you're defeating the purpose. We need to put the work in to the new range that we have temporarily opened. So with Pails and Reels, you're essentially only temporarily open a window for more movement. If you don't use that new movement, if you don't use that new range, it's just going to go away again, okay? So that's our wrist extension Pails and Reels. Drop a wee message under the thread if you need any help. Thank you.